Hey traders, just thought I'd make a quick video about how to gauge the strength of breakouts. Let's start with this AIHS. I just finished making my watch list video for Tuesday, so this was one of the ones that was on the top gainer list, and I was watching it for the break of the high of pre-market, and I was watching this level here, and I noticed before I decided whether or not it was worth taking a trade in the pre-market, which I didn't take, I went back and tried to figure out, well, how strong are the breakouts that it's having, right? So this doesn't count because you wouldn't have even seen this stock on the top gainer list at this point. You know, this all happened in 1 minute. So the earliest that you could have seen it is over here, and bought the breakout of that candle there. So the high of this candle is 168. So if you're buying the breakout, you want to see it break that level, so you get in around 169. And this is even like a really nice 3-bar play setup. So 169, but then you look at this candle and it goes to 177, which it's not too bad, but it's not ideal. That's a 8-cent move. I like to see like 10 cents, and then it kind of closes pretty low here at 175, right? And we got in around 169. So this I would say this is like a medium strong breakout. This would keep me interested. But then look what happens over here is the next breakout pops up and then comes right back down. So you probably wouldn't have been able to catch this. That would have been a failed trade because you would have had to get out, somewhere on this candle. And then it establishes a new high there with like a nice double top, and does the same kind of thing here, kind of breaks out and then pops back down. So you probably would not have been able to stay through this candle. Now, this is the level I was watching. It had already made the high day here, and I looked back and I said, if you watch my watch list video, I'm watching it like right around this time. These candles aren't here yet. And I say in the video that, it's interesting to see if this thing breaks that level, but based on going back and looking at the previous breakouts, it doesn't look that strong. So I said, this is not going to be one I would trade because of that. But if I was trading the breakout, I would be getting in at above this candle here, which is 196. I'm trying to think here. Actually, you know what? I think I moved this up. Yeah, I think in the watch list video that this was the high at that time. And so I had this over here, and it was trading around this area. These candles weren't there. So yeah, because I remember I said I would get in at 188 if I was going to trade this. And what happened is it came up and it broke that level, but then popped right back down. So that would have been a weak trade, a weak breakout, and I probably would have gotten out before this candle formed. And then I could have, let's say I did that and I said, you know what, maybe this was a fake breakout and it's really going to break out, and get in for the second time for the break of this candle, which would be 191. Then it shoots up to 194, 195. That's not very good. So just as this stock kind of predicted in and of itself by these breakouts, when it broke the high of the pre-market, it was a weak breakout again. So it does it again over here, because then this thing established a high at 195. It only popped up to 197. You have to give yourself some kind of margin of error in your execution, because when you buy the break, let's say you want to get in at 188, even if you're really, really fast and you hit your hotkey to execute an order at that level, at 188, sometimes these things pop. Even those fake pops are so fast that it might shoot up to 190 by the time it gets you in. So if it goes up to, if you're at 188 and let's say it goes up to 192, you got in at 190, you're probably going to end up in a losing trade, because you're not going to buy, or you're not going to sell out at that 2-cent pop, So anyway, yeah, that's why you want to try to, if you're a breakout trader, you want to try to figure out how strong the breakouts are. Now, to be honest with you, I would have taken this trade here And it looks like it probably would have been a winner, a small winner, but a winner nonetheless, because the first breakout of the first high tends to be the strongest. So that's like really the best play here. But the sad thing is that you probably would have lost your gains on the next trade, or gotten close to break even. And then, you know, if you kind of, okay, I'm going to stick with this stock and see if it breaks out again, you know, you could have lost all your gains here or been in the red. So it's tricky. So you definitely want to take a look. You know, the better thing to do, the wise thing to do is once that breakout failed, you know, you'd say, okay, well, how strong was that break or that pop? And it wasn't very strong. And then, you know, you take a sit back and watch the next one. You don't trade it, you just watch the next one and see what it does. I think that's a good strategy if you're trading the breakouts. So all breakouts are not created equal. All right, anyway, I hope this helped. Be careful out there and always use your trading armor.